welcome back. And one of the things that I hope that you've been indulging in is going deeply within yourself and starting to work on these correlations between your passions and your core values. So I'm going to give you an example because sometimes it helps to get examples from the world. And so obviously, because it is my world, I'll be talking about me, but just relate to it in your own way. So when I came up with the name of Millionaire Yogi, it had to represent in a single instant pitch situation what I do. And I think that it's pretty clear that within that title, Millionaire Yogi, you've already got two strands of information that go to people. One is the yogi, and it's not yoga, it's yogi. So it embodies it as a person. And within that, I think it's pretty clear that it's the peace and love aspect of the universe speaking. And the other side of it is it's millionaire. And usually what we get with the word millionaire, especially if you work in well-being, is that we're a little bit uncomfortable about the concept of money. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this. Money is just energy. And if you work in well-being and you're creating a business in well-being, then of course you're going to have all the do-gooder angles that come in it with yoga, or you're a vegan brownie maker, or you're a holistic practitioner. But the thing is that we have been taught for so long that these professions or these aspects are not worth money, that basically a lot of people in yoga and well-being often do things for free, or they do it for a really low wage, and they work their whole life doing good deeds, but they don't get rewarded for it. So with Millionaire Yogi, my two core values that you'll see screaming at you within 2 words are, one is massive abundance, and that's represented by the word literally millionaire, because I wanted to make it financial and for you to understand that that is what I'm talking about, that I work with one side is entirely business and finance and being an entrepreneur. The other side, which represents another core value, is yogi. And when you think about yogi, what kind of people are those? They're the kind of people who care about their fellow human beings. They're people who walk softly on the planet. So they might have within that yogi consciousness dietary information, so they eat well, they're often vegetarian, vegan. They care about the planet. They are often sustainable. They're people who, I would say, they're not like major bling, you know. So they're subtle, and their abundance is shown in different ways. It might be a good, healthy lifestyle. Yogi suggests that they can travel a lot, and that they have a fluid lifestyle that works with their families, and they are healers, they're generous, and they're happy. So 2 words are just automatically leading you to my values straight away. And part of the job of this period of time is we will work on your message much later, but right now what we're trying to do is get really clear on what your values are, so that you can start to get the frequency of your message out. And as this is the second phase that we're going to work on, again, just think of it as exploration. There's nothing that you need to finalize right now. But the second part of it is, I want you to go back into a meditative state again. And this time we're going to do a slightly different journey, but it's going to work extremely well with your values and your passions. So get ready. Take a deep breath in and exhale through your mouth. And again, deep breath in and exhale. And one more of those. Deep breath in and exhale. And allow yourself to sink down into the chair or the couch. With every breath, feel yourself becoming more and more comfortable. Allow the body to relax, the face to relax, Keep your eyes shut. And as the breath takes you into this deepened state, and you feel so relaxed and comfortable, I'd like you to go back to a happy memory. Maybe it's the one that you had before, because they're so key to our lives, or maybe this is a different one. Allow yourself to reach within and find a happy memory, and just allow yourself to deepen into that space. Have a look at what your body looks like from afar when you're happy. If somebody saw you, a friend of yours, on the street and you were happy, what would they see? Observe your face and allow yourself to really go into this space of, what does my face actually feel like when I'm happy? Usually it feels a little bit more relaxed. What do my shoulders feel like when I'm more happy? What does my whole body feel like? And then go into that memory. See if you can even sense the scent of the memory, the colors that were happening in that memory. And go all the way through as many senses as you can. What did your skin feel like when you're in that memory? How do you feel when you're happy? You feel great, right? So go there. And now I'd like you to imagine that you are a character in a cartoon. And the cartoon is going to be the plot that you're working on in your business and your life. But you know, like in cartoons, that there is only one character who are the individual. There are no duplicated characters, right? So if you had your superpowers with you, and if you had your cartoon character exaggerated outfit on, what would you be wearing as that character? What are your superpowers? Exaggerate them. You know, with cartoons, it's like you'll only see one character like that in the entire cartoon, and then they have super exaggerated features. So I want you to exaggerate your features as that cartoon character. Allow yourself to go over the top. So if you need to be somebody who flies, then fly. If you need to be somebody who communicates, do you have a big necklace around your neck which radiates magnetic information, and it enables people to understand you from any part of the world? Maybe you've got this amazing headdress on, which allows you to do something else. Whatever it is, allow yourself to really go deeply into this cartoon character. Think about the qualities and passions that you have, that you've already got from a previous meditation. And now add in, what are your superpowers? Continue to breathe deeply and play with it. After all, it's a cartoon. So you can enjoy yourself in this moment and see what are these wacky things that you can do, and what are the qualities that you have and you can express in this super, super exaggerated way. And allow yourself to be that person. So now we're going to gather that character together. See it very, very clearly. See the way it dresses, the way it walks into the scene, the way it talks. And then allow yourself to, we're going to come out of this now. So rub your hands, rub, 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 rub. Place your hands over your closed eyes. Breathe in. exhale. And again. Rub, 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 rub. Hard as you can. Fire up the energy. Hands over the closed eyes. Breathe in. And exhale. And then one more time. There is the power of 3. I work with it a lot. So 3 times to come out of it. Breathe in. And exhale. And then open your fingers ever so slightly. Let the light in. Rub the top of your head. The back of your neck. And just come back into this space. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. So the power of this cartoon character is that you are able to see yourself in a way that you don't normally in life. So when I think about myself, I am a cartoon character who works with the moon cycles. So on my headdress, I have a moon. I'm somebody who's very interested in communication and to speaking to you, and here I am speaking to you. So I have a big necklace on my throat, which is bright turquoise, which is the color of communication in my cartoon character world. And it enables me to break through any limitation with anybody anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter what culture they come from, I can speak to them. That's one of my superpowers. I have a super long feminine dress as this cartoon character because I'm working with the feminine primarily, and I'm working with cyclical business. I'm definitely not wearing a suit, and I'm definitely not in the office. So I've got bare feet, and I'm walking mostly in different paths in nature. So think about yourself, like what is your superpower? What is it that you want to be in a business role? What is it that you want to express? And then exaggerate it superfold. And the reason we're using cartoon characters is because it's quite two-dimensional. We want you to be able to see yourself in this wacky way and not take yourself so seriously. We spend so much time taking ourselves seriously in trying to figure out business that we never actually get to the raw passion. So this is the raw passion space. And you may even, do you remember like all the cartoons that you liked? Remember, one of my favorites was Top Cat. And Top Cat was this kind of slick, wheeling, dealing cat. He was on the top of the fence in New York. There was P.C. Dibley, I think. He was this thick New York cop that all these cats always got the better of. But within one song, you understood who Top Cat was. And it was this. It was like, Top Cat, da-da-da-da-da-da, Top Cat, the leader of the gang. And it goes on, da-da-da. But just right there, you already know who Top Cat is. He's the leader of the gang. And he has all these other cats who are sort of jazz-playing criminal cats who hang out with him in the dirty alley on garbage cans. But you know who he is from square one. Think about it. Do you have a song that comes to mind that is an introduction to yourself? Do you have something that immediately makes you stand out from all the other cats? Because Top Cat, why was he Top Cat? Because he was the leader of the gang. And in cartoon language, you get it like that. And this is the way we want to work with you. When you're creating a super niche, you have to be so confident in what you're doing. Like, it's like second nature. So it's like, remember when you were a kid and behind closed doors? I remember there was a time when my parents, I thought, were out, and we had this really patterned carpet. And I was dressed in some neighbor's long dress, and I was doing this massive, expressive dance routine, jumping from one circle to another on this carpet, having this most self-expressed moment. And then I realized my parents were watching me. And I remember just this shutdown, embarrassment, because that's who I am. I'm a wild dancing girl, and I always have been. But I remember that when I allowed the perception of other people to come into it, I really shut down. By going into a cartoon character, you can allow yourself that level of expressiveness that we've often shut down as we've gone through life. And for this purpose, I want you to go there, like really be out there. And this is the work of this week. I encourage you to write down what that cartoon is. It might even have a name at this point. Write it down. Write down the qualities of your character. If you're an artist, then draw the qualities of your character. And that is the work for this week. I hope you enjoy it. Indulge in it. Really be clear on who you are as a cartoon character. Namaste.